He cannot cast the second spell. Whatever he hits, he needs, like, discover names cast. Oh, you don't like this High Noon, don't you? Don't you? I love this deck. This is the best deck ever, man. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today heavily requested High Noon control. This will be hilarious. This might be one of the most fun videos you have ever seen in the new format. I love the card, the games it produces are absolutely hilarious, and suddenly everyone needs to make a decision. Every single turn. It's like a chess match, but better because it's Magic. So I honestly think you will love it. You need to see those games. They are just hilarious. Man, I had so much fun today. You will see everything in action and it becomes clear. So guys, subscribe if you like those kind of shenanigans. I love High Noon. Like, it's just so fun. We might play it more if you like the video, of course. And yeah, let's go into games and show you what that's about. Alright, we are going first, and it's High Noon. Alright, man, depending on the deck I'm playing, sometimes they vanish, but it's probably... Oh, hello. See? No aggro decks anywhere today. I'm still going for the play. I think it's hilarious, and we are going with the High Noon. But man, I really would love to see an aggro deck that wants to multi-spell every turn, you know? But it's fine, it's fine. One play a turn is kinda okay. We will try to make two if we can, and that's a dinosaur. We don't like dinosaurs. I think we need to live with this, you know? This will hurt. It's fine. It's fine. Alright, and that will be fight rigging, right? That means we can kill the Hammer Scar probably if we want. I'm not sure how we play it. Let's see. Huh. I mean, I'll take it. This is basically 3-drop. Because it deals 3 damage a turn. You just see 6. It's 3 damage a turn. And I mean, that's my Memory Deluge. Let's get... So we have a land for the next turn. I honestly think we need a lot of removal. It feels like fight rigging deck, right? And that means we can also try to play Memory Deluge and hit lands for the next turn. I could double spell, but I don't think I need... Man, I will 100% forget about this. I tell you. Oh, you don't like it. You don't like my cool card. I'm not surprised. I wouldn't like it either. Do we go Void Rend or March? We cannot cast anything on this turn, so I think this is just better. Because this is our only spell for the turn, alright? Oh, that's unfortunate. I could try to hit a land, but if I don't, I lose the game, and... I mean, you know what will happen if I lose the game. Then I'm out of the game. That was horrible. In my mind, that was so fun, man. And then I heard it, and it was like, oh no. Oh no. He really wants the Hammer Scar, huh? I'll take it. It's 3 damage a turn. I will take it. I don't think they will be able to smorg the rest of us. I would love to have a counter spell. I would absolutely love to. But I don't. Alright. I don't think they can cast it, right? Can you cast it? No. That's fun, eh? I really want this, right? So we will start casting 2 removal spells a turn. Okay. Man, those are nice cards. But on this turn we need double removal. I don't really think we need Raffine Tower, so let's take untap land, then I need to think less about my life. And that's what I aim for. Alright, we play a land. Not a spell. Not a spell, very important. I mean, we can just showdown, right? It's kinda fun. I could also just remove this. Or counter something. Okay, I think this is better, right? I'm risking it, but man, it's just too cool. And we can cycle, but we cannot play anything. Man, High Noon is such a fun card. Suddenly, Magic has become a strategy game. Alright, so they have one spell to rule them all. And that was not the correct one, my friend. This was a bad spell. You see why they didn't like High Noon so hard. I love it. This is the best card ever printed, man. Like, look at this. I can answer everything all the time because they cannot play too much. Let's cycle one of the cards. Man, my cards are really good. And I can use red mana for the High Noon. Let's take the card and see what we get. Ooh. I like this a lot. We want one counter spell. I think this is smart. This is the only card that doesn't give us more versatility because we already have the different march. The rest of the cards each, hits something. Oh, it's not a dinosaur, my friend. Have you thought about playing dinosaurs? I will get a lot of damage to my face. That's true. But we can absolutely absorb it. Man, this hammer skull is really doing work. And I'm not sacrificing Haino. No way. What? Is that Helix? Are you Helixing me, bro? He's Helixing me. Alright. Man, if I missed it, you guys would absolutely hate me for it. Oh man, that would be rough. Listen, I will really gain this life if I can. Let's take this. That was pretty smart by them. Please don't do it again. Let's play the land. Alright. I'm drawing more cards. Otawara. This is a nice card, to be absolutely honest. But not the best card. Man, I'm getting stressed right now. I'm at 3. Alright, they are going with the fight rigging. Do we discard 2 cards to prevent this whole play? Well, Hideaway definitely triggers. I think they are taking Helix right now. Listen, when we are serious, we are serious. What the hell is going on here? We have Void Rend, so... Oh, we don't have Void Rend. It's fine, we'll draw something. Don't you worry. I think this is Lightning Helix, because it kills us, right? So they will definitely play it. That means I'm going for Memory Deluge on this turn, and we hold up the counter spell and we try to draw some removal. Alright, those are decent cards. We need to double spell every turn, and we have Emperor. We keep the flanker. Man, this game couldn't be closer, and probably because I'm not playing very well. Like, I'll be honest, I don't play this deck super great. And I think this is pretty good, right? And this is how we are getting really ahead. Because that's your last spell for the turn. And now he has nothing. Really? Man, this guy is really persistent. I'm kinda getting anxious right now. And I think that is his third Helix. Because the exiled card is probably Helix. I think this is Helix. If he had a choice, he would take it. Alright, so right now we need to attack with this. Because if he... Man, he's playing really well around this High Noon, I'll have to say. So I can live game, or I can have the Emperor. Worst case, I'm exiling my own stuff. You know? And if he doesn't play anything, we go into the nighttime. Please don't Helix me again. Please don't. Please don't be a bad person. He can Helix me at the upkeep, actually. But then he cannot play anything main phase? Well, maybe he will. Alright. I mean, he cannot play it. And this is not the correct mana. Even if he hits Helix, please don't hit Helix. Man. Helix will be the name of the game right now. Man, this is rough. He played a card. I probably want to pass the turn. I'm a little bit scared, but I need to pass the turn. That means we are playing the Emperor right now. And I don't think I'm live gaining, I think we go like this. Don't forget we have some extra damage at our disposal. To be fair, I could start live gaining. If I really feel like it. And I kinda feel like it, to be honest. Don't forget I have a bird, I have the Emperor. And I have this. I would love them to block. That's good. That's really good. Unless they have the card. But it's nighttime. I'm getting live. I could do it now. Alright, man. This is so stressful. This is so stressful. But we'll cycle the bad card, so that's good as well. And we can Memory Deluge. So if he whiffs on this turn, I think we can do it. Alright. He cannot cast the second spell. Whatever he hits, he needs, like, discover names cast. Oh, you don't like this High Noon, don't you? Don't you? I love this deck. This is the best deck ever, man. Alright. We can win this if we play it right. I think High Noon is interesting. So how do I prevent his play? He will cast the lockdown, right? We can get another High Noon and deal. Okay, I think I kinda know. Maybe. Hopefully. I'm not sure. We will see. That's a lot of Emperors. That is a lot of Emperors. I would love to have two of them, but we cannot. I honestly think we just go like this for maximum power. I could go Eiganjo and kill the Carnosaur, then he plays the lockdown and something else. Let's go. Don't forget we don't play a spell if we go Eiganjo. I mean, we can just do it now. No reason not to. Alright. We are at 4 life. We can play the Emperor and keep pushing, right? That's not bad. Alright. Man, this is the closest game ever, but it's so epic. Oh, the lockdown is really good for them. It clears basically everything. But they still need to pay 3 mana. Helix doesn't do it anymore, and they have what, 5 mana in total. We have marches, so we can get it back at some point and use it for damage, right? So I won't sacrifice it, because then I cannot Emperor, and I want to Emperor, so we can refill the board with some pressure. Uncounterable. Here you go. Here you go. And we'll try to get as many tokens as possible before she dies. So that's the first one. And that's a double spell. I mean, let's sit. Good decision, good decision. Bad draw. And this is probably game-winning card. We cannot counter the dinosaurs, so we need to be aware of it. But other than that... Let's go! It's High Noon! Again. So what do we go for? I cannot attack on this turn, so let's pass. One spell again, one spell. We have all those Memory Deluge, but it's so hard to cast them right now. We can cast them right now. Alright, good. Good, that was super calculated. So he already used 2 lockdowns, right? He probably shouldn't have more for a very long time. He already used 3 helixes, either 2 or 3. And this really destroys the Discover deck, because every Discover is basically spell into spell, potentially into spell. That's how they play. With High Noon, they cannot do it. They just cannot do it. Oh, you want your 1 spell for the turn, huh? This is a perfect counter spell target. I don't need... or creature you control? I mean, this is okay, but I still want this more. I have the mana, right? Wait. This is 3 mana, so I cannot go for it. Right, just you know, making sure. So we can go for the throw this. I honestly think we will risk. Oh man, this can be rough, but I'll go like this. We'll see. Oh, I cannot cast spells. I forgot. It's I told you, man. This will happen. This will happen. However, right now, I can kill this. I think we're winning, because I can Void Rend and start hitting with High Noon So he will be dead super quickly. I'm still holding the mana, so not attacking with the Anchorage yet. And we can go even Memory Deluge. So we have so many options, and our opponent has only one option. Only one option. What are you going with? That is kinda scary. 2 creatures with haste. That's really good. That is really good. And also draws a card, because why not? Maybe we can still kill him. We will see. Man, this was a really good draw. I think he just drew it, but I'm not sure. Alright, so we absolutely take this. I cannot tank anything, man, so I will have to block one of the creatures, and I cannot kill anything, but it might be okay. I think it honestly might be okay. We go for the throat. We don't super care about the mana. This means we are surviving. I could even block with the bird, but I don't want to. Or maybe I do? No, I want to sacrifice High Noon probably. I need to do it to survive, otherwise it's bad. And he cannot cast anything, don't forget. He cannot cast anything, and this dies. So, all we need to do... This is end step. Let's go. That will be the missing damage. And we only have 1 red mana, so we need to, you know, invest into it a little bit. Yeah, I think so, but I don't want to mess it up. Because he might have Helix, right? So I need to think. We won this game, we need to do it right. So I need to activate the bird, then go Void... Oh no, I don't have mana. Okay, it's fine. Don't worry, Sloth, it will be fine. Oh, there are no instants. That's good, alright. So we want this damage. Alright, guys. And now... Oh man, what a game. What a game. And that's a high noon for you, my friend. And that's the missing file. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this game. Like and subscribe please, that was exhausting. But I loved it, man, this felt like an epic game. Alright, so this is the combo deck. All you need to do is keep removing the Rakdos joins up. I've played against this a little bit, and like I used the deck from yesterday that you have seen, this removal thing, and all I did every single turn was just removing Rakdos joins up, and then their combo didn't work. This is really good card for them. This really gets them going. I think I gave away that we have no more lives, but I have few counter spells and a lot of removal, so I think we can get there. And we can cast Memory Deluge on the next turn, so that's actually really huge. I wonder if they will try to go for the combo instantly on the next turn. They might. It's 4 mana, right? Because they always cast the Awakening or whatever it's called for 0. No Rakdos joins up, so they cannot go for the combo yet. And I've checked, I think they don't play removal and they don't play any kind of card counter spells, but you can never know which version you are playing. Right, a land. It has to be High Noon. Oh my god, this is so greedy, but also so good. Let's go. I'm scared, but it's High Noon. Alright, this is getting lame, but it's still funny for me. Alright, I'm a little bit scared to play this, because they can absolutely play at instant speed their whole game. So it might be rough, but I think this is interesting. Did they hit Awakening? Oh, get lost. Oh no, that's really good for them. Alright, they didn't go for it. They want more cards. And that's the problem. If we hit High Noon on turn 2, this wouldn't happen, because they wouldn't have mana. So they already got really ahead on this play. Fortunately, our Memory Deluge is a big one spell. So no, maybe we can get there. I need to think if they can remove it. Get Lost definitely can do the job, but other than this, Well, they can play 6 mana at instant speed basically every turn, so it shouldn't matter too much. This is not designed against their deck. 2 extra cards, so they have 5. Like, I need to keep, you know, get rid of this somehow. We also don't have Sphinx, so we cannot pressure them at all. That's a little bit unfortunate. I think we just need to defend the full combo. The full might of this deck. And go for the throat is fine. Let's go. 1 spell attack. You know that I will forget about it. 100% guarantee. Let's go this. Do I want untap? I really like untap land. I really like untap land. This might be a really big deal on the next turn. I'm like, normally I would just plan 2 turns ahead, but it will take so long that, you know, it would be boring to watch. So I just take the most likely better solution, you know? That's my game plan. Alright. They are really lowballing me, and they can't cast anything else. They can still activate the bear though. Alright, it is possible you will get your 1 damage a turn. Do we want to play more? As long as I have lands, I don't need to do anything, to be honest. 2, 3, 2. If I go for 3... Oh no, it's yeah, 3 mana. And then it's 2 and 2. Should be good enough. It's not a big deal, but I try to be efficient with my plays, so I want to double spell between every cycle. And you know, it's still something you at some point will probably kill. Alright, Fateful Mending. Man, they will go through the whole deck. This is one of the situations when I would love to have Jace. By the way, I don't believe they have any way of hard casting it. It's just those 4 cards from the graveyard. We need to get our counter spells, and then we try to... So we will have a lot of problems. Like, first we need to instantly remove Rakdos joins up every time he wants to combo. That's really nice. This gets us deeper into the deck. Alright, oh man, those are really good cards. I think I'm going with this, right? No More Lies is super tempting. Insanely tempting. I will go with this because I want to have some kind of real lethal on him. 4. He will probably cast the first Awakening on the next turn. Man, this is scary. I will take a little bit of risk. I think they will cast something at my end step. And then I will cast my Sphinx, because then they cannot cast the second spell and remove it. Then the new turn starts. Alright. So, see? This is how you play with Hainan. You give them the selection, they don't know that the Sphinx is already on the board, because it's invisible. It's a really invisible Great Sphinx. And here it is. Now they cannot kill it, even if they have 50 Get Lost in the hand. And when they can, yeah, you want to kill it? You want to target it? This is lame. You know what? It's not a spell. Man, this was mean, absolutely mean, but it was still a very good play. I'm still proud of it, I don't care, and they're going with it. This will be interesting. And so look at this interesting mana. This is exactly the amount of mana that kills us. And if we cast a removal spell, they know about Sphinx. Isn't it funny? Like, they literally play into this ambush. I wonder why. Because they have Awakening, and if we cast a spell, we lose the game. Oh, now you don't have a way to do it, huh? Do we go... I really want to kill it. I'll be absolutely honest with you guys. I want this out. I want it out as soon as possible. Alright. What do you have? Sure. 1 and at top. They like it. They like it. Now they won't make this play, so we go main phase. I mean, if it dies, what can you do? It's still like a plus that could hit high noon, you know? Please let me end the turn. Alright, alright, that's fine. This is the most important part of the deck. I also need to draw the second one if I can. If we can nullify two of their big plays, that will be such a difference. And this really slows them down. Not only they lost a land, but the next they play is tapped one. So it's not very good for them. And suddenly, here's get lost. Well, this is a harsh situation. Every time they have this 4 mana, they drew a card. I think we just kill it. Huh. Well, I mean, we can raise, so I guess we just ignore it forever. The point is, I'm not countering this. And they can start with it, so if I counter it, then I cannot counter the main play. So I think it's okay. I just want my Sphinx, you know, alive and well. I don't really care about it. Unless it dies and then I make a new one. Alright. That's it. That's it. At some point, I might actually not need High Noon anymore. I think like we have so many answers that it's actually good for us. Yeah, sure, go for it, my champ. Go. Go, my minion. You know why I also don't mind it? Because he wants to make multiple spells, they all cost mana. That means my No More Lies will get better now. Even though we liked it early game, right now it just slows us down. We go for 5 mana, right? That should be enough. Because I think they have 2. And that's why, at this stage of the game, we don't mind multi-spelling. Let's go. Alright, blue. I want to make sure I do it right. And we need to pay 3 colors. Okay, and let's think. So I need a Void Rend available, no more ice. I think this is the mana. The rest should give us every combination we need. Man, I'll tell you, this is the most strategic deck I have played so far. There's like, when you can make one move like in a chess, it really feels like a chess. So it's like hard counter spell. Let's see what they prepared, because they probably expected something. That's super mean. But it's not the end of the world. Like, I have more value than them. And if they cannot do the combo, their deck isn't very good anyway. Sure, I don't need more lands. They're great. But I have the Anchorage and we should go from there. We have the bear, don't forget. Founding. And this is probably a counter spell target. This is really strong thing. It basically is another awakening. And I think we got them a little bit. So we have Void Rends. I would love to use March on this. But we don't have enough. So with this we can prevent 2 combos. I guess we can use this in the worst case. I think it's good enough. I think it's good enough. Don't forget about all the Memory Deluge we have. 4, 7, and 3 mana for Void Rend. And say go. My friend, 1 card to rule them all. Very cute. And I heard that I can multi-spell right now. Isn't that cute? You wanted it? You have it, my friend. Remember, they wanted to multi-spell. The problem is that at this stage of the game, I have more value than them in the deck. And they cannot cast their sorcery at instant speed. Here's our win con, and here's our flanker that absolutely destroys them. Oh my god, this won't be close. Man, this won't be close. Let's make sure how it works. Man, we will destroy them so hard right now. I'm getting excited. From your graveyard, so we can absolutely answer it. And right now we don't need to play anything main phase. And I'm not using those map tokens. I played land for the turn. We might do it on the next turn. Alright. What about a random Sphinx? It might die. It's fine. They only have 3 cards. At some point they will whiff. March. With 3 mana open. What a coincidence. Alright. Don't forget we have birds, we have flankers, we have emperors, we have plenty of stuff. Final Showdown is nice. So right now so basically we have infinite Memory Deluge for the rest of the game and he has 1 random card. Lockdown. Go for it. You're the man. It's not very good play at this stage of the game. So we will get our first Memory Deluge, 31 card, absolutely enough. And let's see if they try to sneak something. Mirrex is a win con. I like Otawara, but I think Go for the Throat is better because it breaks their combo. And you know that if combo is there, I could go for the flanker for extra damage right now. I have more than 1. Let's see, did they have counter spells? There was something. Oh, Fading Hope. And Get Lost, alright. I didn't expect some of them, I think. A little bit risky, but I think it will work. Hi. Nice deck. It's high noon again. This was perfect. First we slowed him down, so we both tried to fence like turn after turn, and then he absolutely removed any the broken seal that kept us at bay, because we are a better control deck than they are. They're just combo deck, not really a control. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed those epic games. I truly had so much fun with this deck. You know, I was cautious about High Noon, but after playing today, it produces one of the best games ever. I will just play this card to force my opponent to play Magic, you know? Suddenly they cannot just, you know, put their whole hand into the board in 2 turns and don't care what they play. This destroys all the aggro decks probably as well, because their whole strategy right now is play creature with haste, buff it, buff it, buff it, buff it, burn your blockers. If they can only do one of those things, their deck doesn't work, and all you need in control deck is time, especially with Stoic Sphinx. This is such a good ambush card in High Noon deck. Why? Because if they play something and they swing all, you already know they cannot buff anything. They already did the thing. You are guaranteed to get the value from this. And you know exactly which creature you can kill because they cannot buff any of them. So this card is so good. Not only this also has flash, so you can play it as a, you know, second spell of the turn. Basically, you can go around High Noon in both cases, either in reactive play or just in being aggressive with Flanker and the Sphinx or Emperor. You can just attack them during their turn, and that means you can keep defending. Every time they don't do anything, you just punish them instantly, and suddenly they have a timer. This creates such a timer, and the ability with Hexproof is way better in this deck than in other control decks. Why? Because everyone has one spell, and you react after they play their spell. That means they cannot target Sphinx, and when you counter something or kill what they played, I mean, it doesn't have hexproof, but they don't have ability to cast spells anymore. What a great matchmaking here. So yeah, the deck is absolutely hilarious to play, and with Flanker you can get rid of all this combo deck. The combo deck is super popular right now. I believe it's either tier 1 or at the, you know, at the stick with tier 2. I think it's still tier 1 deck. So it's one of the 2 decks in standard that aren't aggro, the other one being Azorius Control, like in high tiers. The rest is just pure aggro all way until the bottom. So yeah, this definitely helps you against this particular deck, and we have plenty of removal. I made sure that even if you meet an aggro deck, you still have plenty of removal, and with Flanker you can slow the game down, so maybe go Showdown, maybe Sunfall. We don't have lockdowns here, that's the only, you know, scary thing maybe, but we have Pest Control that we can cycle. We also have Sunfall, and I didn't go for the lockdowns because High Noon is something you really want to keep after a sweeper, so we cannot really play it in this deck. This is the one deck that I don't think you can avoid skipping lockdown, just because this card is one of the most important parts against aggro. You need to force them to not repopulate the board after you sweep, and that's why we just go into the later game with Sunfall and with Final Showdown. If you get them during their turn after they played a spell, not only they have nothing, but they also cannot play anything more, so they cannot even go with the second combat or the second main phase, right? Because they already used the spell to keep being aggressive, and that devastates. Like probably 90% of the aggro decks will just scoop after seeing this kind of play. You have only one because you still need to be quick with your sweepers, but this one sneaky play when the time is right, at the high noon probably, will win you the game super hard. So I absolutely adore this deck. It's so fun, and I will definitely make more decks with high noon. I didn't realize how fun this card is. Alright, so I think that's enough. I'm going in circles again, and that's always a sign that it's time to just finish the video.